Hey there, fellow dog lovers. We all adore our furry best friends, right? They bring so much joy and unconditional love into our lives. But sometimes, just like us, our dogs might not be feeling 100% happy. They experience a whole spectrum of emotions, much richer than we sometimes give them credit for. And yes, believe it or not, that range of emotions includes feeling a little bit miffed, annoyed, or dare I say it, even angry. It's not the same complex anger we feel, but it's definitely a form of displeasure. The tricky part is, dogs can't exactly sit us down and have a chat about their feelings. They communicate in their own unique way, primarily through nonverbal cues. They use their bodies, their behavior, and subtle signals to let us know what's going on inside. Learning to read these cues is key to a happy relationship. Sometimes these signals are pretty obvious. Other times they are incredibly subtle, almost secret whispers of their displeasure. Ignoring these subtle signs can lead to misunderstandings and even bigger problems down the road. So, let's dive into some of the ways your dog might be telling you they're not thrilled. We're going to look at 9 key signs that your dog might be feeling a bit cross with you or a situation. Understanding these can help you figure out what's up and how to make things right. Okay, first up, let's talk about avoidance. This is a big one, and it can feel a bit like a cold shoulder from your canine pal. Has your dog suddenly started giving you the wide berth? Maybe they used to be Velcro dogs, always stuck to your side, and now they're keeping their distance. Think about their usual greeting routine. Do they normally bounce with excitement when you walk in? If that enthusiastic welcome has turned into a lukewarm acknowledgement or even a complete ignore, something might be up. You might notice they actively leave the room when you enter it. It's like they're saying, "Nope, not dealing with you right now," and finding a quiet corner elsewhere. Another classic sign of avoidance is when they deliberately break eye contact. If you try to look at them and they quickly turn their head away, they might be feeling stressed or trying to disengage. And if you reach out to pet them or initiate play and they turn their back or walk away, that's a pretty clear signal they're not interested in interacting with you at that moment. It feels personal, but it's usually about a situation or action. Dogs are masters of body language. Their posture, tail, ears, and even their eyes can tell you a whole story if you know how to read it. When a dog is feeling stressed, uncomfortable, or potentially angry, their body often stiffens. They might hold themselves rigidly, looking tense rather than relaxed and wiggly. Their tail, which is usually a happy indicator, might be tucked low between their legs. A tucked tail is a sign of fear, anxiety, or significant stress, which can be linked to feeling threatened or unhappy. Their ears might be flattened back against their head. This is another common signal of fear, anxiety, or submission, often seen when a dog is feeling overwhelmed or unhappy with a situation. And then there's the whale eye. This is when you can see the whites of your dog's eyes, usually on the outer edges, while they are looking at something or someone. It indicates stress, fear, or discomfort and is a major warning sign. This one can be frustrating, especially if you have a dog who is usually a star student in obedience. A sudden refusal to listen to commands can be more than just stubbornness. If your normally obedient dog starts acting like they've never heard the words sit or stay in their life, especially when you know they know it, it could be a sign of resentment. This is particularly telling if the commands are related to something they dislike. Asking them to come for a bath when they hate water, or asking them to get off the comfy couch when they're settled, might be met with a deliberate ignore if they're feeling cross. Our dogs' appetites can be a surprisingly good indicator of their emotional state. A sudden change, especially a decrease, can signal distress. If your dog suddenly turns their nose up at their dinner or acts uninterested in food they normally gobble down, it could be a sign they're not feeling well or they're stressed. Refusing treats, especially those high-value ones they usually go crazy for, is a significant signal. It suggests their stress or unhappiness is overriding even their love for tasty snacks. Loss of appetite is a common symptom of stress and anxiety in dogs. These feelings can definitely be linked to feeling frustrated or unhappy about something that's happened. If your dog suddenly starts chewing on furniture, shoes, or other inappropriate items, especially if this is new behavior, it could be a sign they're expressing unhappiness. Digging, either in the yard or even indoors, if they're really stressed, can also be a way for dogs to cope with negative emotions. It's a natural behavior, but excessive or misplaced digging can signal distress. Other destructive actions, like tearing up bedding or scratching doors, can occur when you're present or shortly after an event that upset them. It's like they're acting out their feelings. This behavior serves as a physical outlet for their emotional turmoil. They can't yell or stomp their feet, so they might chew or dig instead. Excessive or prolonged licking, especially of themselves, objects, or even you, can be a self-soothing behavior. If it's happening out of context, it's a red flag. Similarly, excessive or prolonged panting when they haven't been exercising and aren't hot can indicate stress or anxiety. It's not just about being warm, it's about their internal state. It's their body's way of trying to regulate itself when feeling emotionally off-kilter. Pay attention if you see these signs when there's no obvious physical reason. Now, this sign is much more overt and should always be taken seriously. Growling and snapping are clear warning signals that a dog is feeling threatened, uncomfortable, or angry. A growl is not just noise, it's a dog saying, "I am not okay with this situation, and I need it to stop." It's a crucial part of their communication system. Snapping, even if it doesn't make contact or break the skin, is an escalation. It's a stronger warning that they are feeling pushed too far and might bite if the situation doesn't change. Never punish a growl or snap, as this can suppress the warning signal and lead to a bite without any prior notice. Instead, respect the boundary they are trying to set. Just like in humans, changes in sleep can be a sign that something is emotionally or physically wrong with your dog. Their rest patterns can reflect their inner state. If your dog suddenly starts sleeping significantly more than usual, it could be a sign of depression, illness, or emotional withdrawal. They might be trying to escape their feelings or a stressful environment. Conversely, if they start sleeping less than usual, seem restless, pace at night, or have trouble settling down, it could indicate anxiety, discomfort, or underlying stress. This sign can feel particularly hurtful because it directly impacts your bond with your dog. A sudden shift in how affectionate they are towards you can be a strong indicator of their feelings. If your dog suddenly becomes less cuddly, avoids being petted, or doesn't seek out physical contact like they used to, they might be feeling distant or even resentful. They might actively move away when you try to pet them or seem uncomfortable with your touch. This isn't necessarily a rejection of you as a person, but a reaction to something that's happened or how they're feeling. They might seem less enthusiastic when you come home or when you interact with them. That usual tail wag might be missing, or their greeting might be subdued. Try to think about what might have triggered this behavior. Did something unusual happen? Did you accidentally step on their paw? Did you take away a favorite toy or interrupt their sleep? Sometimes the trigger is obvious, like a trip to the vet or a scary noise. Other times, it might be something subtle you didn't even realize bothered them. The key is to try and address the root cause of the behavior, rather than just punishing the symptom. Punishment can make things worse and damage trust. Focus on positive reinforcement. If they show a moment of relaxed body language or offer a calm interaction, reward it. Rebuild positive associations. Work on rebuilding trust in your relationship. Spend quality time together doing things they enjoy, like playing their favorite game or going for a fun walk. If you're struggling to identify the cause or the behavior is severe or persistent, consulting a veterinarian is always a good idea. They can rule out any underlying medical issues that might be contributing. Additionally, consulting a certified professional dog trainer or behaviorist can provide invaluable guidance. They can help you understand the specific body language and develop a plan to address the behavior positively and effectively. Understanding these signs helps us be better dog parents. It's not about our dogs being bad, it's about them communicating their needs and feelings. By listening, we can strengthen our bond and ensure our furry friends feel safe, happy, and understood. Have you noticed any of these signs in your dog? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and share it with a fellow dog lover. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on tips to keep your pup happy and healthy.